If your son wanted to get his nails painted, that's the trend. Would you allow him to do it?
No.
Clear cut, huh?
What's the explanation? What's the reasoning behind it?
Because that's not our code of what a man is. I don't think that everything's for everybody. It's okay for people to have an identity that they want to stick to.
I'm gonna push back a little bit. What if your son was like, well, that everybody's not the same?
I understand that, right? But I'll also say, where are you learning this?
Well, what if he said? What if he says, well, Caleb Williams, #1 draft pick, is doing it.
But
Travis Scott is doing it. He's selling He's selling millions of records, Dad.
But everyone's not the same.
I'm just saying, there are successful guys who are doing it. Like, why can't I do that?
It sounds to me like it sounds to me like you're trying to be like someone. It sounds to me like
when we're young, we're all trying to be like someone, right?
It sounds to me like you're trying to be like someone. All right. So if you say, "Yo, we're not all the same," like, yeah, that doesn't mean anything. We can play that game all day, son.
Don't trust them new niggas over there.
Really know if this is my last time, but what I know is I'm feeling just fine. My life is like a red carpet, and I'm feeling like the richest millionaire. This is my local mayor, and I'm the biggest star around here. What's happening, fam, man? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber die trying. You see the thumbnail. More importantly, you saw that clip, and this is disturbing. Like, this shouldn't even be a conversation, in all honesty. And the reason why I'm disturbed by this is not even just the topic, but it's something deeper than that. When you have to have a dynamic of parenting as a father through the lens of basically feminism or motherhood, it's bad. It's bad. Like, and what I'm saying is, like, basically, this is a conversation that a son should be having with a daughter. I'm sorry, a mother should be having with a son. Son, you boys don't put on fingernail polish. That shouldn't even get to your daddy. Because you should have other more important conversations that you should be having. Boys wear fingernail polish, Dad. Like, how did this even come up? Seriously. Dude brought up Caleb Williams, and Travis Scott. Half if if your boy want to get bent over, that's on him. But he's too young for that already. And this is the problem with this bad idea of expression. You as a boy, you should be able to express your feminine side and your blah 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 blah. And as a father, y'all should be like, hey man, this stupid conversation, bro. Boys don't wear fingernail polish. That's just what it is. We're not girls. We don't do girl stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's not what it is. And then people go, well, why not? Okay. Simple answer. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Because that's not you. Do you see girls running around trying to do all kind of boy stuff? No. What about the girls who want to be studs? You see them complaining about it ain't what it cracked up to be because they weren't meant to be guys. As hard as they try, and then wind up wanting to be with a guy because it's too hard, and then they wind up losing their strap on because they'd rather have his heart. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. Whatever. But what I'm getting at really at the end of the day is we've basically took fathering and the fatherhood part of parenting out by putting all of this fluff in it that, you want guys involved in being fathers, but they got to have conversations about, son, if you're going to wear a purse, you should wear this type of purse, or don't wear a purse at all, son, you shouldn't be wearing a bonnet, son, high heels aren't for boys, son, you shouldn't roll your neck when you talk and smack your lips, son. Like, yo. And then by the time these boys become adults, I don't know anything about being a man. I wonder why. Because you got to fight through all of this BS. And for me, it's just a busy assignment. And I look at it as such, like when fathers gotta address sons, you know, by parenting them just how to be regular boys, to me, it's a setup. It's a setup that becomes a busy assignment. We got to spend 6 months going through why you shouldn't put fingernail polish on. We got to go through 6 months telling you why you shouldn't be coloring your hair all kinds of ways. We got to go through another 6 months saying why that's a purse, not a man bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to go through 6 months saying why you can't be overly emotional, and then all these 6 months add up to, by the time the boy's 18 and now life is smacking them around, they're like, why didn't you teach me all of this? Because we need to worry about you and all of your little emotional things, and your mama never just said, son, you're a boy, not a girl. Okay. You're naturally you were born a boy. You got things that go on with you that's naturally a boy. We got to stop softening you up and feminizing you and making you effeminate, because what a lot of this is a lot of folks don't want to actually deal with the journey from boyhood to manhood. So what they do is they interject feminism into feminizing the boy, because the only way I can communicate with you is by making you more girly so we can have a conversation. And now dad got to deal with the girly boy. And you wonder why they don't really get along like that. Because it's like, bro, what the fuck? You need to accept me for who I am. And it's like, let me be honest with a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all aren't really getting accepted by your fathers or even by your families, because people aren't sure that's really you, because people saw how you started and people saw how you were groomed, and how you started as a just naturally who you were and what you were groomed to be were two different things. So it's like, you got taught to act like that. You wasn't actually like that. I saw you at 2, 3, 4, and 5. You wasn't actually like that. But I saw when she got tired of dealing with you being too rambunctious as a boy, she started molding you and grooming you, and you started being more like this. So you wasn't actually sassy. She made you sassy. You didn't actually have a feminine attitude. She molded you having a feminine attitude. And now fathers got to talk about this. And it really, like I said, it takes a lot of the time away from parenting, the important stuff. And why I say it's an issue with the fathers is because it comes to a point where you just got to say, hey, man, this is stupid. Trust me, there's more important things in life than this stupid stuff. And if you think you're going to be able to go through life worried about this, or this is the best you need to be prepared for as a young boy to become a man, you crazy. And whoever told you that this was, a huge problem to figure out is crazy too. And especially if you're a black boy, like, really? This is why, I said what I said recently, like, well, a while back. This is why I look at the guys a little crazy, because it's like, yo, y'all, all of this coloring your hair, these man bags, these bonnets, y'all walking around with Crocs all the time. Y'all, you acting more and more feminine. And I'm seeing grown men play these games. And it's like, hey, dog, this ain't gonna go well. And you're so invested in expressing yourself, you have no life skills. See, an expression is not a life skill. Just for the record, so expression is not going to help you, quote unquote, survive or thrive for the most part. I mean, in rare circumstances it can, but the idea that everybody's just going to express themselves, into generational wealth is utterly ridiculous. And that's why I said, don't trust these dudes. You can't trust people who gonna waste the time having these conversations, because what you're supposed to put on the table is, this is what's important, and this is just fluff. This don't even make sense. It's not even worth talking about. This should already be a given. But the fact that people have to have these conversations lets you know how many little sabotage bombs are thrown into parenting. But I'm gonna leave it at that, man. You tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
What's going on? Talk to me.
I'm done. Cut the show. I'm done. Take me off.